What's up, guys? It's Scroo from TwinstiqLP. This is Inquisitor Martyr, and right now we're in the subsector view. These are different planets with missions on them, and I think I want to go to Carnus Maxima. I'm just going to show you guys a little gameplay as usual, nothing that special. So let's go to Carnus Maxima, and right here we're going to learn a little bit of information. And these numbers right here, these are the power levels for these missions, and they're green, which means they're possible for me to do relatively low challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and travel there. A little choppy. This game doesn't run particularly wonderfully. Okay, so let's go check out. Let's go to the lower challenge one, Demonic Incursion. Essentially, we just got to go in here and kill all the demons. There's a map of the area. It's going to give us some little rundown of the mission and tell us what credits and rank points, that's experience, fate, and glory are used like as end of the week bonuses. As you accumulate more points, you get higher rewards. It's kind of neat. Here's that screen. I'm pretty close to a greater glory reward. Kind of neat. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and start this.
This looks bad. Our navigator has gone half mad from the warp anomalies. We've detected several warp rifts in the area. The veil between the real space and the immaterium is fading. We have to stop this madness.
Alright, so the idea here is to destroy the 3 warp gates. We're going to use, we're going to gain an advantage, if you want to call it that, of -1% damage suffered. That tends to change depending on the power level for the mission, and depending on what mode you have the game set on. I'm on story mode, which is essentially easy mode. It's not quite as fast-paced as something like Diablo, but it's really fun. I have an Assault Crusader. Each class has subclasses. You have 3 major classes. You can be an Assassin, a Crusader, or a Psyker. Each of those, as I said, has 3 subclasses to choose from. But as a Crusader, Assault Crusader, I have a shield and a melee weapons. I'm actually only using melee weapons on this character, although you can use ranged weapons. You can even dual wield ranged weapons. I can put 2 bolt pistols in my hand, or a plasma gun and a bolt pistol, or something like that, or my power axe that I'm using now and a bolt pistol, and so on and so forth. The shield does give you some pretty specific help in terms of combat. You can use a block, which I just did there. It's only good for that second that is up. I'll show you right. That's the block right there. And it only absorbs damage when that little blue shield is up, but it absorbs all damage when that's up. So it's really quite powerful if you can time stuff properly. Also, as an Assault Marine, or Assault Inquisitor, excuse me, Assault Crusader, I have a small jump pack. It's not on par with the Adeptus Astartes, right? Not a Space Marine jump pack, just a small one. I'm kind of getting my butt handed to me here, even though this is not an incredibly challenging mission. Alright, so what you're going to notice on the left-hand side here, this circle that the cursor is on, that is your suppression resistance. And while that's green, you're not in any danger. When it turns yellow, it becomes easier for you to be knocked down. When it's red, you become slowed and overwhelmed. And then most things hurt you more. Pretty neat. These little nerdlings. Pretty funny. Some blocking going on there. Absorbs all damage. You just have to time it. But most of the enemies actually telegraph things pretty well. These skulls are traps. There's a little laser in there. If I break that laser, it could... Oh, there, I did it. I was trying to attack this guy. Just standing in the fire is not helpful. Alright, so this is potentially another trap here, this chest. It could give me rewards. Most likely it's going to summon turrets. No? A few little things. It's good. And secondary weapon set, I have an Eviscerator, which is a two-handed chainsword. This is good to pair with something like a power axe or power sword, a weapon that does not, like another chainsword. It's good to pair that with not another chainsword, because the reason for that is because chainswords do a lot of damage to unarmored targets, but they do like 30% less damage to targets that are armored, whereas the power weapons, power sword, power axe do more damage. So you want to balance that out. This is one of these gates. It's a little bit ridiculous. I'm getting my ass kicked here. And I only get to die 3 times, so I'm hoping I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. If you die 3 times, you'll fail these missions. And then you lose the reward. I think it actually takes stuff away from your totals. So if that's something that you care about, and I guess you should. I haven't actually received a weekly total yet. Using my medical charges like crazy. And I'm out of grenades. Uh-oh. That's no good. I've never seen that happen before. Gotta get this gate down. That was really crappy. Man. Okay, so we got the map overlay here. I have seen no support items yet. You know, it looks like there's an area I missed at the beginning. There probably are support items in these corners. I think I'm going to go back and look. And what I'll do is just speed the video up from here and come back. Alright, it looks like no support items. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. These summoners are pretty dangerous. If they're in a group of 3 in summoning and they manage to do it, they'll summon a chaos spawn of a varying degree. Some of them are quite difficult. Teleporter. I get the feeling that teleporter is going to take me someplace. Sometimes there are like secrets. Because of course it's going to take you somewhere. But sometimes they just take you to the beginning of the, like, we'd go back out towards the door. So instead of where I'm at, I would just show up out here. But we'll see what happens.
Teleport beacon in range.
Yeah, just back up to the front. Okay, back to the fight, I guess.
Kill the heretic.
I just have to be careful now. No grenades or inoculator charges to keep myself healed. There is some medical supply chest up there, looks like, which is helpful. Something you're probably noticing is that there's not just loads of loot dropping. And the idea behind that is that it handles loot a little bit differently than most ARPGs. In the fact that you can get stuff from chests, and occasionally you'll find stuff off of, like commander, like high-ranking enemies. But other than that, your items are just randomly distributed, excuse me, at the end of a mission. Which took me a little while to get used to, but it's not so bad, really. So that was a piece of a gate that I knocked out. Still don't have any grenades. That kind of bugs me. They're really handy grenades.
Teleport beacon in range.
There's not an exceptional level of polish to this game. Certainly it could use some optimization. I have to turn things way down. I have no shadows. I've turned physics details all the way down. And it's still running in the neighborhood of 30 and 40 frames a second sometimes. Most of the time not. Most of the time it runs in the neighborhood of 60 and 80.
Demonic presence. Go to the next rift.
Sometimes even in the hundreds. But yeah, it's not very well optimized. Oh, there's also a cover mechanic. I should mention that. Since I don't use range stuff very often, I hardly ever go into cover. So while I'm ducked back here, I'll regenerate health and suppression resistance a little bit quicker, and the cover absorbs some damage, at least until it's destroyed, and that can come in pretty darn handy. Mines. Gotta watch out for those.
Kill the heretic.
You can see on the mini-map down there, there's a mini-boss. See the little yellow triangle? That might be the Chaos Marine. It's a standard bearer, so not too special. Although rather dangerous. This one's actually pretty tough. He's maybe gonna win. There we go.
For the Emperor.
See, there was an item that the high-ranking guy dropped. Hey, cool, here's some grenades. A couple anyway. And see, I'll duck behind cover and allow my... See how much faster that regenerates? Like, almost instantaneous.
Perish, filth.
So some things about this game I'm really impressed with. Other things, not so much. There aren't very many mission types. There's like Purge, Data Hunt, Assassinate. Most of them just say kill everyone on the map. Purge especially. Then there are, you know, Silence the Guns is a mission like this one. You just have to destroy three points of interest. Assassinators destroy 3 marked targets, and so on and so forth. Purges just kill everyone on the map. You know, so but it's interesting. It certainly feels Warhammer-ish, and there are a few different environments. Planetary. This is like a, you know, fortress monastery type area. Or industrial, maybe. They look pretty similar. I really was hoping to find some more health in here. Because this last one is probably going to be tough. No, I didn't time that at all. Yeah, here we go. And grenades. Good deal.
Die, unclean.
And of course there are items, there's a character screen and stuff to put on your items. And your items are based on quality level, although you can't do that while you're playing a mission. You can't open your character screen at all. You have to do that while you're back on your base ship.
Teleport beacon in range.
Gotta get this gate down. Yeah, there we go. That completes the mission.
You saved thousands from damnation. And our last task, depressing, isn't it?
But there's a chest back here, so I'm gonna continue rather than just exit. Because I needs my items.
Recoil, unclean.
And here's a chest covered in nurgle rot. A neural implant and some crafting agents. Crafting is handled pretty weirdly. You talk to a guy, and then it takes an amount of real time to craft an item. Alright, so here's the end of mission. Items that you picked up. I won't show them all. I'm not real sure why that is, but there generally are more items in your inventory when you pick them up. And then these are your randomly generated ones. So, yeah, new items. And here we are. This is the base ship. This is called the Rogue Trader. This is your store. She has items for sale. And you can also sell your items. This is your crafter, the tech priest. You can also change your appearance here, which is like pretty awesome actually. Just click an item, and you can change material textures. So that's pretty freaking cool, actually. And it's a good money sink for the game. Even skins. You can change your skin to look a little bit differently. I like that. Pretty neat. And then all these colors you can change, which is pretty spectacular, actually. I have to say, I like that amount of customization an awful lot. Weapons, armor, it can all be changed. Any of these visible items. So, pretty cool. I like that. And these are crafting agents down here. Advanced crafting agents on the other tab. Your tech tree, which is upgrades for the crafter. Salvage items, such and such. There's also your inventory screen, as I said. Your character screen is here. 3 traits, or attributes, excuse me. I don't have any points to put into that right now. Basic information. I'm still pretty low level. I don't even have my second perk unlocked yet. I will in a couple levels. Skills. This is pretty cool. These are all different skill trees for your character, and they unlock based on the heroic deeds that you do. Deal with 50 traps, for instance. I'm at 43 of 50, and then I'll unlock the damage over time tree, critical tree. I've unlocked that, and I've got a few points in it. And I haven't done any for single DPS or movement or defense. Apparently, I thought I had some in defense, but I guess I'm, wrong. Close combat, that kind of stuff. Heroic deeds themselves are marked here, and they will grant you perks, which is pretty neat. This one will grant me a 1 warfare attribute point, and there you go, and go, and go, and go, and go. There's loads of these. And a progression game, of course. You gain progression levels. Lots and lots and lots of stuff to unlock as you go. All the way up to level 50, which is the level cap. And that, my friends, is Inquisitor Martyr in a nutshell. Well, actually I should show you this too, because here is the inoculator. This is your, this is your tech, whatever, I don't know. I don't know this universe as well as I would like to believe. But you can also, change your attributes on your inoculator to customize it however you wish, which I think is pretty cool. And this guy brings up priority missions, which are pretty cool. They happen in steps, and they gain you extra experience and glory and fate points, which again, those accumulate to give you an end of week total. So if I was to request an assignment, I don't want to do that at the moment, but if I was to request an assignment, it would have, it would have me gain clues, and then I would have an information screen come up, and then it would give me choices to where I could pay some money and have some help come with me, or I could pay locals to find such and such ABC information, and that will give you a pass-fail grade kind of on the mission and allow you to complete it or fail it. And if you fail it, the rewards, of course, are not there. In fact, it's very detrimental. I'll show you the star map in general. This is just where we were a moment ago. If we go back to the Aethon system, where we started here. And we've got all these missions. These white ones are all below my power level, so they don't give me no experience and whatever. I don't want those. But we can even go back to the Tenebrous subsector, which is all the way out. And then all these are star systems that we can go to. And they all have missions. I have a priority, or a campaign mission in the Dagmar system that I've been trying to power myself up to go to, but when I get close enough, it just ups the power level here. So I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and go at one point. But it gives you lots of cool information, super cool lore. Yeah, overall, I'm enjoying this. It's pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. It's been a bit of an info dump, and it's been going now for close to half an hour. And I think it's just plenty long. So, you guys, this has been Inquisitor Martyr. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has been not too terribly boring, and you got an idea what the gameplay is like. If you're on the fence about this, you see it. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been Scroo from TwinstiqLP. Don't give up on the website, guys, if you're going there. We are down for the moment. We have to be... we have to upgrade our policies and stuff like that. All those updates that you're getting in your inbox about privacy updates, we have to be compliant with that, but we just don't have the time. We're not paid. We're just a bunch of bloggers, and our site owner is real busy. So we might come back up towards the end of the month. Hopefully that's the case. Anyway, yeah, we will relaunch. So have a great one, guys. Thank you very much.